When instinct tells you that...
He was the man with 1,000 voices and 0 real identity. He could steal a scene with a twitch of a mustache or a bizarre accent. He was a comedic genius, a nightmare on set, and a cinematic chameleon. But which role finally proved that Peter Sellers was the greatest actor who never really existed? Welcome back to Swain Movie Minute, where we separate the legends from the leftovers. Today we are diving into the chaotic, brilliant, and often unhinged mind of Peter Sellers. He wasn't just a funny guy, he was a shapeshifter who rewrote the rules of comedy. From The Goon Show to The War Room, let's break down the top 10 movies that built his legacy. Coming in at number 10, The Ladykillers, 1955.
Very good with birds.
Oh, really?
Yes. Tea, coffee, mend the plumbing, give the...
Before he was a global icon, he was Harry Robinson, the teddy boy gangster in this Ealing comedy masterpiece. He's starring alongside the legendary Alec Guinness, but keep your eyes on Sellers. This role fueled the rise because it was his transition from radio mimic to screen presence. He wasn't just doing a funny voice, he was embodying a character. He played the thick-headed muscle with a surprising amount of nuance. It showed the industry that the radio guy had a face for film, even if that face looked like it was plotting a murder. Next up at number 9, I'm All Right, Jack, 1959.
I'm all right, Jack. I'm okay. That is the message for...
If The Ladykillers got him in the door, this movie kicked it off the hinges. Sellers transforms into Fred Kite, a rigid Hitler-mustached Union shop steward. This fueled the rise because it earned him a BAFTA for Best British Actor. He wasn't playing for laughs, he was playing a tragic, self-important little man, and that made it twice as funny. It proved he could carry a film's satirical weight.
Again, do you? Well, of course I don't. But the fact is, Mr. Kite, I've decided to go back to...
He made labor disputes hilarious. If you can do that, you can do anything. Moving on to number 8, The Mouse That Roared, 1959.
That's where they all are. Underground.
Cowards. Hey, you down there. Why don't you...
Why play one character when you can play 3? Sellers takes on the roles of the Grand Duchess, the Prime Minister, and the innocent soldier Tully Bascombe. This was the blueprint. It fueled his rise by breaking him into the American market. Audiences in the States saw this guy juggling gender, age, and accents within a single frame and lost their minds. It was the warm-up act for his future collaborations with Kubrick.
Sort of what?
Well, sir, it's a long story, but we captured the Q-bomb, the most destructive weapon in the world.
It's a masterclass in schizophrenia as an art form. Buckle up for number 7, The Party, 1968. Enter Hrundi Feith Bakshi. Sellers plays an Indian actor who accidentally destroys a Hollywood party. Is the brown face problematic today? Absolutely. Is the physical comedy undeniable? 100%. This fueled the rise because it was almost entirely improvised. Sellers and director Blake Edwards threw out the script and just let the chaos happen. The Birdie Num Num scene is legendary. It showcased Sellers as a silent film star living in the 60s, channeling Buster Keaton with a sitar soundtrack.
You'll never make another movie again!
Did that include television, sir?
It's a cult classic that proved he didn't need dialogue to destroy a room, literally. Sliding in at number 6, Lolita, 1962.
Roman palm. Okay, you, sir. I don't mind. I just don't mind.
Stanley Kubrick called. Sellers answered. In this adaptation of Nabokov's controversial novel, Sellers plays Claire Quilty, the playwright and predator. This role was a flex. He treats the movie like his personal playground, donning disguises within the disguise. It fueled his rise by showing he could go dark. He was the chaotic evil to James Mason's tragic evil. He improvised so much that Kubrick, a notorious control freak, just let the cameras roll. That is the ultimate seal of approval. We are halfway through the madness of Peter Sellers. But before we unleash the inspector, I need you to do something crucial. Hit that like button, like it's a Kato ambush. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next deep dive. We are building the ultimate film squad here, and I want you on the roster. Done? Let's solve the case. Coming in at number 5, A Shot in the Dark, 1964. Many fans argue this is the best Pink Panther movie, and they might be right. This is where the Clouseau mythos truly solidified. We get the introduction of Herbert Lom's twitchy Chief Inspector Dreyfus and the martial arts madness of Kato. It fueled the rise because it took a supporting character and built an entire universe around his incompetence. Sellers leaned into the physical comedy hard here. The nudist colony scene, pure gold. He turned falling downstairs into high art. That takes serious precision. Next up at number 4, The Pink Panther, 1963. The movie that started it all. Here's the kicker. It was supposed to be a David Niven movie. Sellers was a last-minute replacement for Peter Ustinov. He stole the movie so hard they had to rewrite the franchise. It fueled his rise by giving him his signature role. Inspector Clouseau is arrogance mixed with idiocy, and Sellers played it with a straight face that was lethal.
Gentlemen.
He walked onto the set as a co-star and walked off as a global superstar. That is how you seize an opportunity. Getting dangerous at number 3, The Return of the Pink Panther, 1975.
Obviously not good enough.
By the mid-70s, Sellers was considered box office poison. He was difficult, moody, and churning out flops. He needed a miracle. He got Clouseau. This movie fueled the rise, or rather, the resurrection, by proving the magic wasn't gone. It was a massive financial hit. The scene with the vacuum cleaner and the parrot. Does your dog bite? It's comedy history. He secured his bag and reminded the world that nobody plays a fool better than a genius. Just missing the top spot at number 2, Being There, 1979.
I do not read papers. I watch TV.
Do you mean, Mr. Gardner?
This is the pivot, the swan song. Sellers spent years trying to get this movie made. He plays Chance the gardener, a simple-minded man, whose silence is mistaken for wisdom. It fueled his legend because it stripped away the masks. No funny voices, no slapstick. Just stillness. It earned him an Oscar nomination and showed a depth of soul that terrified people. He wasn't acting, he was channeling the emptiness he felt inside.
Ever since I was a child, I've worked in this garden.
Then you really are a gardener.
It's a haunting, beautiful performance that proved he was one of the greatest dramatic actors who ever lived. He just chose to be funny instead. And finally, the apex of insanity. Number 1, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, 1964.
Where's General Ripley? He's dead. The bot. Where's he?
This is it. The Holy Grail. Kubrick and Sellers reunite, and Sellers takes on 3 distinct roles: Group Captain Mandrake, President Merkin Muffley, and the titular Dr. Strangelove. Why is this number 1? Because it is the greatest comedic performance in cinema history. Period. He holds a conversation with himself across different scenes. He improvises the alien hand syndrome, fighting his own body as the Nazi scientist trying to suppress a Sieg Heil.
It will be quite easy.
It fueled the rise by cementing him as an untouchable talent. He was originally supposed to play a 4th role, the pilot, Major Kong, but broke his leg, or faked it depending on who you ask. It doesn't matter. What he put on screen is pure, uncut brilliance. He turned nuclear annihilation into a laugh riot. He balanced the fate of the world on a wheelchair. Dr. Strangelove isn't just a movie, it's the monument to Peter Sellers' genius.
All other missions have acknowledged recall code. This is SAC communication.
There you have it. The chaotic, brilliant rise of Peter Sellers. Did I snub the party? Do you think Casino Royale deserves a mention just for the mess of it all? Let me know in the comments. If you dug this breakdown, smash that like button, share it with your fellow film nerds, and subscribe to Swain Movie Minute. We're keeping the legacy alive, one frame at a time. I'm Swain, and I'll see you in the next one.